Didn't know if it's Scott or. Yeah. Good then?
Yep, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Ready?
Never got a few minutes. It pushes a second to get it going. We're ready.
Call the meeting to order. Call the roll, please.
Bennett, not in attendance. Davis, not in attendance. Ms. Pena,
Here.
Mr. Christensen,
Here.
Mr. Heflin,
Here.
Mr. James,
Here.
Mr. Watkins.
Here.
Well, good evening. I'd ask you to stand with us and join us in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I salute the flag of the state of New Mexico, with its symbol of perfect Christian among united cultures. Okay, first order of business is approval of the minutes.
Make a motion that we approve the minutes from last meeting.
Baines made a motion. to
Second.
approve, and Mr. Heflin has seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? No, no. New business, our first item is a public hearing for resolution PC number 2023-2024-08. A resolution providing for a zone variance at 1603 West Second. This would allow a billboard within city limits and a C1 zone. Entertain a motion to go into public hearing.
So moved. Second.
Have a motion and a second to go into public hearing. Call the roll, please.
Mr. Watkins,
Yes.
Mr. Heflin,
Yes.
Mr. James,
Yes.
Mr. Christensen,
Yes.
Ms. Pena.
Yes.
Okay, so we are in public hearing and Ms. McClellan, you're gonna,
Yes, sir. I'm just going to go to the next slide. So for application number one, as the chairman said, this is Landmark Outdoor Media has filed an application with the city of Portales for the properties located at 1603 West Second Street. That is Tie City. And they would like to put a billboard sign on there. The reason this is coming before you today, as you can see, section 3-43 off premises signs does limit signs. They have to be within 300 feet of the building or business they're representing. Any further, they won't allow unless they get exception, which is what they're seeking today. The applicants were warned, plus I'll give you guys a heads up, the city council has come out and say they're not very billboard friendly. So that's another reason it needs to come before you guys today. We did take it, we sent out 10 letters, 5 to property owners, 5 to public utilities. No property owners responded for or against it. And we received, I'm just going to go to the next one. One response for it from utilities, and I had no one call and have any questions about it. I do believe we have some people here. I don't know if they'd like to present, but they're here to answer your questions. Would you guys like to? Perfect. Ms. Tammy will swear you guys in.
if you'd like to speak, you'll need to go over there and get sworn in. Do I like to speak?
Good evening, committee members. My name is,
If you'll state your name. please.
oh, my name is Tom Palmer. I
You
am,
will raise your right hand.
okay,
Do you swear to affirm that you will testify truthfully here on the Peninsula Law?
yes, I do. Okay. My name is Tom Palmer. I am the real estate manager for the state of New Mexico for Landmark Outdoor Media. And I am here to answer any questions that you guys may have about our petition for the variance. I will say that in our opinion, I see a lot of ordinances for billboards. I mean, that's what I do. The ordinance itself is a little bit confusing as far as like the 300-foot specification. It really makes it more sound like an on-premise sign than an off-premise sign, but you know, we'll go with it. So I'm here to answer any questions you guys may have.
So this sign won't be used for the advertisement of that business. It'll be used to be sold for other businesses.
That's correct. It'll be just a normal billboard like you would see. Well, there's several of them. In fact, I think 2 years ago, there was one built by one of our competitors, Flumen. And I do not believe that they had to go through this process when they had that one put up 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think the way that was worded is because they were advertising the business.
Is that Aurelius?
Yeah,
I was gonna ask that.
I believe they do, because there's, I believe it has 4 faces. So, and I know that particular company, normally what we do is we set up a land lease with the owner of the property and give them a certain amount of money depending on what we negotiate. Flumen does theirs a little bit different. Generally speaking, they give a face trade for the businesses that they have the land lease with. Not always, but most of the time.
And this will take up how many parking places?
None, I believe. It's located at the north property line. And I do not believe there may be one parking spot there.
It's actually, it's not taking up a parking spot.
Yeah.
Where it is, it's at the edge of the property and then right across the property line is just kind of a gravel parking lot, used to be the truck stop.
Yeah.
So it won't impede on any traffic coming through or exiting.
And they'll be just like the ones that's out on the highway that big.
Yeah, the particular one that we have specified for there is it also has 4 faces, 55-foot tall. The dimensions of each individual face is 10 by 32. And it will, we do have it specified to be illuminated.
Any other questions, comments?
And the variance that you're asking for is not the
Well,
300 feet. Could we see that one more time?
And just to go back to where it shows the organization.
Yep.
That one.
Because it's not advertising for that business.
Right, the exception.
yeah. So when I look at this, it's, you know, it does specify to which the sign directly relates. I can also interpret that as that sign relates to the property owner that gives us a land lease. I can see, you know, it's a little bit confusing. Because when we first read it, that's the way we interpreted it and went along those lines.
and I think the ordinance was meant, when that was put in, it was meant to keep billboards downtown a lot. And I think that's why that ordinance was there. And so that's kind of that's the understanding I got from the research I did.
Okay.
That's why she brought up billboards in city council.
Okay.
So there's not a lot of billboards all the way through town.
Right. And like I said, we do deal with a lot of billboard ordinances and, you know, either way this thing goes, I'd be willing to help formulate a billboard ordinance that's a little bit clearer. So we, you know, like I said, either way this thing goes. Because I think this was from 1984, I believe, something like that. 85.
Almost. Any other questions, comments?
Right,
And I will entertain a motion to go out of public hearing.
I'll make that motion.
Second,
Have a motion and a second to go out of public hearing. Call the roll, please.
Mr. Christensen,
Yes.
Mr. Heflin,
Yes.
Mr. James,
Yes.
Mr. Walker,
yes,
Ms. Pena.
Yes.
Okay, we're back in regular session. So I will entertain a motion to either approve or deny the variance for the billboard on 1603 Second Street.
I think that this is probably one of the reasons why we should have a variance on it. Being where the location is. Out there on the highway. It's not in town. So that could be a possibility there. You know, I don't think that ordinance was written for necessarily this property. So much. Being that there might be billboards out further this way, right?
Right.
There's Eastern's coming about not even a mile down, I think. So. Yeah, Eastern is right here, right?
Yeah. Of course, it's for Eastern.
Yeah, it's for Eastern. And then, you know, David Stone sits over here, but it's on the city, but it's still in our 3 mile jurisdiction.
Yeah, right in the corner. of that
Yeah.
property.
And it still says that it's still 3 miles within our. What we have approved. That being said, I'll just make a motion to approve the variance.
I second.
A motion and a second to approve the variance. Call the roll, please.
Mr. Christensen,
No.
Mr. Heflin.
Yes.
Mr. James,
Yes.
Ms. Pena,
Yes.
Mr. Watkins.
no,
Okay, so that will go to the city council
Next Tuesday.
next Tuesday. Let's see what happens there.
What happens here?
You know, I agree that we probably need to clean that up. And get that fixed.
Yeah, I agree too.
How we're gonna do that.
That's right.
Okay, all right, next item of business is a public hearing for resolution PC number 2023-2024 09, a resolution providing for a special use permit at 101 East First Street. This would allow a car detailing business in a D2 zone. Entertain a motion to go into public hearing.
So moved.
second,
Have a motion and a second to go into public hearing. Call the roll, please.
Mr. Christensen,
Yes.
Mr. Heflin,
Yes.
James,
Yes.
Ms. Pena,
Yes.
Mr. Watkins.
yes,
Okay, we're in public hearing and Ms. McClellan.
Yes, sir. Mr. Chris, if we go to the next one. So this is for a property at the aforementioned address, which is 101 East Second Street. This is the insurance building. That's Farmers Insurance right across from City Council or City Hall. So what they want to do is they want to do a car dealing operation. That is a D2 zone. So if you see there, D2 zones do allow vehicle services, which includes auto detailing. They just have to have a special use permit. So that's what they're seeking today for special use permit. Ms. Chris, will you change the next one? So we sent out 8 certified letters to property owners. We received 2 property owners who are for it, 0 against. And then 5 certified letters went out to public utilities, 2 for it, 0 against. They've completed everything else. They're on a provisional business license right now until they get this lined out. Because they are bringing their own water in. So they're not using city water, they're having it ported in, so. That got them through quite a bit of loopholes due to our water problems. No one's here to speak for it today, so if you have any questions, I will answer them to the best of my ability.
What were you saying about the water? Will they go to Public Works?
No, they proved to the utilities director that they're porting their water in through tanks. So they will not be using city water. So I'm not sure where they're getting the water to port in, but
Where is this building located? It looks like it's still. News.
it's right behind the alley of that. There's that garage.
Right.
Yeah, and it's actually, they're out of the farmer's building, the farmer's insurance building. They're just
Yeah, it's right
using
next to it.
the back to do the detailing.
Any other questions, concerns? Stand.
Yeah, she'll
We
swear
do.
me in.
Because you have to be sworn in.
Please state your name.
Mike Franklin.
Please raise your right hand. You swear to affirm that you will testify truthfully here in the country of law.
Yes.
I just had one question. Where is that water coming from a well 1 mile outside of city limits? That's not helping with our water situation. You know, I've been stressing at every meeting I've been to, more wells into the same aquifer is not solving anything. So more businesses that take water, I don't care whether it's in the city limits or not. If it's in the county, it's still hitting the same aquifer that we're bleeding dry. So that was my one comment.
No, I agree.
Maybe we could also, well, we'll have to come out and public hearing. I'll tell you what my idea would be.
Okay.
Even if they get it out in the county, they're still using.
Well, yeah, any of it's still the same. Aquifer from a long way away, so. Any other questions, comments? I'll entertain a motion to go out of public hearing.
I'll make that motion.
I have a motion and a second to go out of public hearing. Call the roll, please. Yes.
Mr. Heflin,
Yes.
Mr. James.
Yes.
Mr. Watkins.
Yes.
Ms. Pena.
Yes.
Okay, I will entertain a motion to either approve or deny. Resolution number 2023-2024-09 to receive a special use permit for their car detailing business.
My personal opinion is I think that maybe we could postpone this item since there's no one here to speak for that water and send it to Public Works for approval first. That way they can get the ideas of the water. All matter what and all. So my motion is to send this to Public Works for their approval and then back to us would be my motion.
I'll second that.
Okay, I have a motion to postpone this until Public
make a
Works.
Postpone.
Postpone. Local, call the roll, please. Yes.
Mr. Heflin.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Mr. Watkins.
Yes.
Ms. Pena.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see that again. Any other new business that we need to?
New business, or not new business, I thought we were doing another business. Put my head.
No new business, is that what you said?
Yes, I didn't know, are we at the other business part?
Other business, yeah.
Perfect, okay. So, Chad had a discussion with the lawyer, we needed to redo one of our ordinances, which is chapter 20, which is in relation to the planning and zoning. So if you guys want to look it over and let me know if you'd like to see anything changed or updated, that would help in the process and getting that ordinance done.
So just to update the committee, the last, when we approved here was denied in council. So I recommended from here on out, any other businesses that require water while we're in stage 3 must go through Public Works first. And then for us to approve the zone only. We only approved the zone, but it got denied at council. So that's why I'm thinking everything should go through Public Works for the water. Search done.
Oh,
Yeah, for the water research on it and all that before it even gets to our committee.
Yes.
So that's how we're gonna try to do the word. So it has to pass all the committees before it gets to
okay,
city council. So that's the,
I think that's a good idea.
okay.
Yep. Any other business? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.